Hi there, thank you for joining me in another video. If you're new here, my name is May and I run a small stationery brand called May Paper Co. So in today's video, we're going to be going through some of the new releases as well as more details of the end of financial year sale that's going to be going live on Monday at 10 a.m. Adelaide time. So we're going to be having tiered discounts and freebies. So if you're interested in hearing more about that and grabbing a bargain, please stick around till the end of the video where I'll be giving more details about that. So first of all, let's address the elephant in the room. Yesterday, I was trying to bring in a really heavy box into the office and I couldn't hold the door open while carrying the box in. So I ended up cheese grating my thumb on the mesh security door. And a huge chunk of my skin came off, and I thought I would spare you the visuals by putting on a band-aid, so I do apologize for that. And if you can hear my neighbors blasting music and watering their garden in the background, I do also apologize for that. But with that being said, let's get into the video. So I did show this on my Instagram stories yesterday, but in case you don't follow me on Instagram or missed out on the stories, I'm going to go ahead and show you again. So here we've got some metal pen clips that were recently featured in the sub box. So our latest sub box had the matte black version, but we've also got silver, rose gold, and gold as well. So how these work is they clip onto the front of your journal or notebook and they act as a temporary pen loop for notebooks and journals that don't normally have pen loops in them. So how this works is it basically slides onto the front of your notebook or journal, much like a paper clip would. So this one is the Zebra Sarasa vintage in the metal barrel. So I'll go ahead and slide that through for you. And as you can see, it fits perfectly and it's super secure. So one thing to note though is because of the design of the pen clip, there is a maximum barrel diameter that will fit through the pen clip. So this pen, as you saw, fits through, but here we have the exact same pen in the plastic barrel. And one thing to note about the plastic barrel is that it also has a rubber grip on it. So when you try to thread it through the pen clip, it won't fit through. In the case that the pen is too wide to fit into the pen clip, what I normally do is just clip the pen in like so, which is a great way to clip on wider pens. But as you can see, it's not such a secure way to hold your pen because it will swing around a little bit more. But most of the times I clip it this way anyway because I keep my journals on my table. I don't carry it around with me. And I find that this way is a lot easier to take your pen in and out of compared to threading your pen through the pen clip. So yeah, as I mentioned, this is a great way to add a pen to your notebook or journal if your journal or notebook doesn't already have a pen loop. So next up we have these gloss A5 monthly dividers. So at this point in time, I'm only going to be offering the gloss dividers in A5 just because I wanted to trial the new material. So one thing to note about the new gloss dividers is that unlike the frosted dividers that we currently have in store, the gloss ones do have a protective film that you'll need to peel off. And this is because the gloss material is a little bit more prone to scratching compared to the frosted ones. So I wanted to make sure that they were in pristine condition. So I haven't peeled them off yet. The A5 gloss dividers do come unpunched to me from my manufacturer. So there is an option to have them left unpunched if you like, or even punched for the A5 disc bound. So if you like to have them either unpunched or punched for the A5 disc bound, just leave me a little message in the notes to seller section at checkout and I'll be more than happy to do that for you. So depending on your feedback on these in the A5 size, I may also consider bringing them in the other sizes in the future. Next up, we have a couple of new foiled divider labels. So we currently have the sans serif divider labels in the gold color in store at the moment, but I thought it was time to add in some other foiled colors as well. So we have here the rose gold assorted labels. We also have the silver assorted labels. we also have now the monthly divider tab labels in silver, rose gold, and gold. So I also just wanted to mention that these all fit our pocket dividers. So in the past, our divider labels didn't actually fit the pocket sized dividers because they were a little bit too wide. I made sure to redesign them to actually fit the pocket size dividers. So next up we have a few redesigns of our old inserts that have been out of stock for quite some time. So the first one is the last time eye tracker, which is great for recording infrequent tasks that you need to keep track of when you did it last. A couple of great examples of how to use this would be to record the last time you changed your oil, or the last time you changed your water filter, or maybe the last time you went to the dentist. I know a customer of mine uses it to track her plants, so the last time she watered her plants. So the next insert is our product reviews insert. This insert is great if you're an influencer, a blogger, a YouTuber, and you do a lot of product reviews on your platform. They have a room to put in your rating, whether you'll buy it again, how much it cost, and your notes. So this one in particular is the A5 size, but the designs may vary slightly depending on what size you purchase. So I believe the pocket size only has 2 per view, just because the paper size of the pocket is a lot smaller compared to the A5 size. So next up we have our recipe inserts, and this is also a revamp of an old design. I did make some changes to this insert though compared to the old design, and I made the method run all the way through to the back page, just because I found that it wasn't enough space to have just the method on the front page. And this also means that the recipes are separate as well, so you can reorganize them in your planner or your recipe binder depending on what type of meal it is. I've also included 15 sheets in the recipe insert just because each recipe is on a single sheet. Normally there's 10 inserts per pack for all our inserts, apart from the weekly or daily inserts. So another thing to note is that we've also introduced the Franklin Covey compact size into our planner line, just because there has been a lot of requests for that. So here is the Franklin Covey compact size for reference, and all of our printed inserts, apart from the dated ones, should be available as the Franklin Covey compact size as of right now. So as you can see here, I've got the personal size, the Franklin Covey size, and also the personal wide size for reference. And the Franklin Covey size is halfway through the personal and the personal wide size. And the cool thing about the Franklin Covey size is that it fits into most personal sized agendas without overhangs. So for example, here's my LV MM agenda, and I'm just going to go ahead and pop that in for you. As you can see here, there's no overhang on the side. So one thing to note is that you won't be able to put side tab dividers because the buckle might interfere with them, but you can definitely put top tab dividers in because they're the same height as the personal size. So I do get a lot of questions on whether the personal wide will fit in the personal LV MM agenda. So just while we're here, I'll quickly show you what the personal wide inserts look like. So here's the personal wide insert in the LV MM agenda. As you can see, when it lies flat, it will fit in your planner, but if you do decide to close your planner, which most people would, it does stick out. So this is super awkward, and I don't know anyone who would want to carry their planner around like this. So I wouldn't recommend putting the personal wide inserts into the LV MM agenda, but the Franklin Covey inserts do fit in perfectly, just that you won't be able to put in side tab dividers. So yeah, because the Franklin Covey is slightly wider than the personal size, it does have a nicer aspect ratio. So if you do like the height of the personal size, but find that there's not enough room to write in because it's so slim, the Franklin Covey compact size would be a great alternative for you. So like I mentioned, all of our printed planner inserts, apart from the 2023 inserts, are available in the Franklin Covey compact size as of now. We probably won't be doing Franklin Covey accessories like the business card holders and the Velcro pockets, etc., just because there's a really high minimum order quantity to get those manufactured because they're custom made. And at this point in time, I don't really have the capacity to add in accessories of another size. But because we do the dividers and the printed inserts in-house, I do have the flexibility of adding the Franklin Covey compact size in those designs. And next up, we have a couple of new transparent page flags that we're going to be adding. So here we have the page flag duo in the colors in the nude and pink salt. We also will be adding the transparent page flag duos in the color slate and cloud gray. So in addition to that, we'll be adding a new color called sage in the regular page flag, the wide page flag, the round transparent sticky note, as well as the 3x3 square transparent sticky note. So for reference, I've got the avocado transparent page flag, which is currently available in our store right now. And this is the color difference. So you can see that the color sage is slightly more yellow toned compared to avocado, and it's also lighter in color as well. So last of our new releases is this top loading business card sized adhesive pockets. So these come in a set of 2. So in our store, we currently have the side loading self adhesive pockets, but I thought I would also add in the top loading adhesive pockets. Because the top loading adhesive pockets have a wider opening, it may be a lot easier to insert and remove your page flags or your journaling cards from the pockets as opposed to the side loading self-adhesive pockets. So that's it for our new releases that are going live on Monday. And now let's get into the end of financial year sale that's going to be happening as well. So we're going to be having a sale on most of our items in our stores. So if you spend over $50, use code EOFY15 for 15% off your order, and you'll also receive our 2x3 blank sticky notes for free. So if you spend over $100, use code EOFY20 for 20% off your order, and you'll also receive the blank sticky notes as well as the peach round sticky notes for free. If you spend over $150, you'll receive all 3 of these sticky notes. So you'll get the blank 2x3 sticky notes, the peach round sticky notes, as well as our 3x3 sage transparent sticky notes. And you can use code EOFY25 to save 25% off your order. And you don't have to add the freebie sticky notes to your cart. They'll be popped into your order when we pack your order if you use the corresponding code. And just a little note that we won't be able to apply the code after you've placed your order. So to double check that you've got the code applied before you check out. So the sale is going to be starting from 10 a.m. this Monday, I believe it's the 20th of June at 10 a.m. Adelaide time, and it's going to be running until midnight the 30th of June Adelaide time. So that's all for today's video. Thank you for joining me again in today's video. I hope you have a lovely weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.